Ed Tait from BlueBombers.com, joined by Chris Streveler, quarterback with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, the day before the 111th Grey Cup. Strevcam, as Josh is calling it here. Appreciate you joining us. Listen, just give me a sense of what you've seen from these guys, your guys, in the last few days since we got to Vancouver.
Yeah, I mean, the guys are focused, the guys are excited, and it's almost like when you get to this point in the week, all the preparation's been done, all the work's put in, the game plan's in. Now it's like, how do you manage those emotions, right? Like, you're so excited for this game. How do you stay right here, stay calm, save those emotions for the game so you don't tire yourself out a little bit? So that's kind of where the guys are. They're excited. I think we've had a great week of practice. Guys seem focused, energized, and everyone's just excited for tomorrow.
You know, I kind of saw the same thing last week leading up to the Western Final. It was like you guys at practice had found another gear. What is it, just this time of year? What is that?
I think it's just this time of year, and we have such a veteran team and guys that know how to turn it on and get it done. And they know what this time of the year means, and they know what it requires. They know the level of focus and energy that it takes. And I think when you have a team that's done it so many times and knows how to flip that switch, they can turn it on. And that's what we did last week. And I think, again, we've had a great week of preparation. So I think everyone's just excited for tomorrow.
It was a weird walkthrough today. There's lots of guys kind of running around, having fun. The D-line's in the end zone, throwing the ball around. You mentioned kind of controlling things. What do you do for the rest of the day? Like, how do you stay without losing your mind because it's so close now?
Everyone's different, right? Everyone requires different preparation. So everyone at this point in the season has their own process. How do you get ready for a game? And that's just what you go through tonight. A lot of position groups go out to dinner together, so a lot of guys will get that time tonight, which is always great to just kind of relax and enjoy with the guys. And then from there, you know, whether it's watching film, going back through the game plan. I know in some weeks, you know, we get together with the receivers, you know, on a night like this and just kind of go through some last minute things, give some thoughts. But like I said, everyone's got their own process, and at this point in the season, everyone knows what it takes to get themselves ready to play.
Let's talk a little bit about the matchup tomorrow. And this Argos team, you're probably best suited to give us a take for what they do defensively. What have you seen from them? Because it's a team that beat the Bombers twice this year.
They've got a good defense, and up front, I think they've got the most sacks in the CFL. They get after the quarterback up front. In the back end, they do a good job disguising some of their looks, and they've gotten takeaways this year. So we know it's going to be a challenge, and they do some really good things defensively, running to the ball, like I said, taking it away, and so we're going to have to play clean football.
If you're, in generic terms, without giving away the game plan, how do you attack a defense like that brings so much pressure up front? Because it was 12 sacks in 2 games against Winnipeg.
Yeah. Obviously, you watch that film and try to, critique mistakes and tweak game plan things here and there to adjust for that, right? But ultimately, I think it just comes down to doing what we do, playing our brand of football, and establishing that early on. So I think that's what it's going to take from us.
I was going to ask you about that because in the 2 losses this year, you got to credit Toronto, but there's a lot of self-inflicted wounds in that too that Winnipeg needs to clean up. What do you like about what you've seen? What do you think the key is for you guys tomorrow to get it done?
Again, I think it's just playing our game of football and playing clean. Playing clean. We talk about our pillars as a team and what that looks like, and I think in big games like this, that's what you rely on. Playing clean, playing physical, relying on your teammates, and that's what it comes down to.
2019 was such a special Grey Cup. There's so many memories from that. If you have a chance to talk to some of the new guys, it really is about that. People, I think Coach O'Shea has talked about this before too. You get a ring, you get some extra money, but it's about the kind of the legacy and the brotherhood you have forever. Is that something that you guys have talked about this week?
100%. And he's talked about it too in meetings of like, hey guys, an extra check, whatever, that's great, but like you're making memories that last a lifetime right now. And the game's amazing, but even as I look back on the time in 2019, maybe there's a couple plays that stand out, but you just remember the celebration with the guys afterwards. You remember preparing and spending time together throughout the week, and that's something that as a team, not only this week but throughout the whole season, we really emphasize, getting to spend time with your teammates, getting to know them on a personal level, because that's the stuff that you remember in those relationships. And if you find a way to get it done in the championship game, it just enhances those bonds even more, and you're brothers for life. So it's really special.
Yeah. Hey, one more sleep before the 111th Grey Cup. Appreciate you doing this, Trev. Appreciate it, man.
Always a pleasure, man.
Thanks a lot.